In your heart, the apostrophes, teardrops of God. I've been hiding in the dawn. Robbie Robertson. Save the Serpent. Frank O'Hara. The urge to sap my shadow of strength's body came to me through my rib cage, where my cave-dwelling bones were tools for pounding and for growling phantoms from the soil. Exhaustion growing in waves over my face's extremes, a stick thrown to the ground through reflections. That's the tree I was chained to anyway, in between the vegetable patch and whom I had to disappoint to reach love. He shook his head in disbelief, gnawed bone hitting the cage floor. Mirror rippling through blue in a compassed sun. At least that was the color of my new car. I'd kept the expanse of my chest's air fenced out back, filled up with an engine's spin. As far east as I could be a sunrise, reaching the top of a wall. Let in to a bleeding door of hair that led to the raging crown. I was the king of zeroed dry fields of fire that lit my eyebrows. With the red of a sunset I'd written off as swallowed, my body's form got filled up with breath that fed the bush, burning me open. Even with that vocal violence, all I'd done was scare you away. All that posturing. I had to pray to get you back. Through the ring of clouds and glare, surrounding the apex, the zenith of anger, I'm of God. Luckily, the vegetables were supermarketed, and after work, I could swim in a crater, valleyed, where I'd learned by being thrown in a year before to the day, milky spring, moon, water, when my red hair got me promoted to chopping up red and green bell peppers inside of an hour after I'd almost learned to drown. Not exactly an office, the scrap-yarded shell of a submarine converted into a mobile home. At least the job was calming the fire in my eyes. And I had a view of who threw me in the lake of sky instead of the inside of their coffins. My enemies, I found out by watching them through the periscope I'd blown the dust off, were my brothers and my sisters, in the sense that we're all the children of God. I saw that their webbed in-between eyes all formed bridges across the chasms of each other's religions. Red hair is easier than flames of rage, so I, along with the parents of my shadow, brought out food for the devils. I knew they were bodied in my soul, not just because of Blake, but also that sleepings when I reach number 9, a stone's roll away, I mean from another place, the submarine is code for it. Of all the shadescapes that make up the inside of my skull, when clouds of thunder give the sky shape, my favorite lightning begins and ends in that our personalities complete each other's source. Liquid electricity lighting up the bottoms of the dark, gray, bulging, almost made the clouds look solid. So using tide as guide, I had to give in a little to ebb's flow of you in me toward the world. Commanded, lean, carved numbers, that one is different before the symbols added to it, together becoming two. How the cross heals and straightens its broken back to earn its wings. 4 sacred directions. Each is loaded. West, what spirit breath becomes to equal south. North, first last name of my brother and or sister to equal east. Just like who I am for you and who you are for me add up to the destinations of all 4 points. Dusk just means inhale my prayer, exhale my life.